over the weekend in Tompkins Square in New York City. This would be in the East Village, of course. Okay, so if you hear what they're saying, you may not be able to make it out. I did put it up there to translate for you on the video screen, but if you're listening to this on audio, the words are, we're here, we're queer, and we're coming for your children. I kind of chuckle, but it's not funny. They are trying to play this off as some kind of joke. We don't really mean that. We're just kind of having a good time. And maybe we want a little attention. They tend to be a rather attention-seeking group. But I would just say that if you couple that with everything else that has been happening recently, I don't disagree. They are coming for the kids. I mean, it's a brainwashing kind of movement where all of a sudden now we're being told to question everything, including whether or not you're male or female. I mean, last I knew of, it was you're either XX or you're XY, and that's kind of science, right? But science is anything you want it to be these days. And this is something that they're trying to make clear over and over again. It's something that Ted Cruz and Marsha Blackburn, the senator from Texas, the senator from Tennessee, are actually suing Bud Light over, because they are accusing Bud Light of directly targeting children through Dylan Mulvaney. And the way they're going in on this lawsuit is they're pointing out that Dylan Mulvaney had a large following of young people under the age of 21. And there is Dylan Mulvaney advertising none other than alcohol, right? Beer.
Hi. Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So, I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports, and I'm not sure exactly which sport.
So Ted Cruz and Marsha Blackburn are suing Bud Light, or at least threatening legal action, because you can't actually target minors on TikTok or anywhere else to try and encourage alcohol sales. And Dylan Mulvaney's audience is primarily very young people. I mean, there is an effort overall, I would just say, in this community to really try and change the culture for the future. And the idea is, let's get to the kids. And that's what the drag show library things are about, the drag queen library events. That's what some of the merchandise there that you see at Target with the rainbow onesies, that's what that's about. Now, I would just step back for a moment and let me make it very clear. I feel enormously empathetic to anyone who's going through questioning their gender. This is nothing to do with, being hateful at all to anyone who's struggling with these challenges. These are real challenges. And by all means, you know what? If you're that convinced, then maybe that's something you do when you become an adult. Maybe if you live your whole life saying, I should have been a guy or I should have been a girl, then you have the opportunity to do that when you are of legal age, of 21 years old. The problem that we're seeing, of course, as you well know, is that a lot of this treatment is happening for young kids, and young kids can't quite make the decisions that, say, a 21-year-old kid would be able to make. And so increasingly, yes, there is a feeling that they are coming for the kids. And so whether they want to joke about it at their rally is, hey, they can go for it. I would just say it's an incredibly poor judgment call. They want to get conservatives upset by this. It's really bizarre to me because this is not a winning issue politically. They think it is. The left thinks it is. Oh, those bad conservatives, they are so mean and unkind because they're just not willing to accept all of this. Well, let me just say that when there is a designer who worships Satan, that would be Eric Carwell, who had a whole line of Satan-inspired merchandise that Eric designed, and that was on display to purchase at Target earlier this month. Well, then, you can understand why some conservatives are saying, wait a second, what is going on? What are you trying to do? I mean, this is someone who worships Satan. That's not what we would consider a good thing. Hello. And this person is the designer you're putting in Target to put things like this. I mean, I don't believe Eric Carwell did the Tuck It swimsuit, but that's another one. Here's Alex Klein, a YouTuber, who did us all the favor of going and looking himself and trying the darn thing on. I mean, it's pretty hysterical. Let me get out of the way. You can see him. That's right,
guys. Extra crotch coverage, tuck-friendly construction. Thank you, Target.
No, it
I don't
is.
think this is the tucking one.
Yeah, it is. Look.
Tuck-friendly construction. Okay, well, let's see how tuck-friendly it is.
And well, you can.
Wow, it's so tuck-friendly. It's nice to. Let's come in here. Come in. I love the tuck-friendly bathing suit. It hides all of it. Look, I got. This is nice. You guys see this?
He's getting a great laugh out of the women there that are at the cash registers, and they, I think, also got the humor in it all. I mean, a tuck-friendly swimsuit, right? So these tuck-friendly swimsuits are actually not designed for somebody his size, really, but for kids. And so there's this just whole thing going on. And so even though they say maybe they're joking, when they're out there rallying in Tompkins Square saying, and again, let's listen in, we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. It's really getting to the point of just, too much. Hey everyone, Trish Regan here. If you enjoyed that clip, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button right over there. Did I do that right? Not quite, but you know where it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get the alerts, and I'll see you back on the show.